Welcome to the SparrowCast series, where we help you connect the dots. Take home the best ideas from industry experts and thought leaders right here on SparrowCast by SurveySparrow. Today, we have with us Shannon J. Shannon is an aficionado of all things sales, technology, and productivity. She is the president of Cloud Adoption Solutions and principal consultant with M Masters. With 15 plus years of sales operations and enablement experience, she offers a wide range of programs for companies of all sizes. Welcome to the show, Shannon. Super excited to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. I am just as excited.
That's great. So Shannon, let's get straight into our topic for today. The topic is, what are the 5 strategies to drive sales productivity?
So I've got 5 strategies, and because I love being productive, we are not going to spend a ton of time on them, but these are high-level takeaways that any salesperson can use to get more efficient. And we all know that once you're more efficient in sales, you can make more sales, which is what we all want to do, right? So the first one is prospect to know quickly. A lot of times as salespeople, we really want to hold on to our prospects and really open their eyes to what we need. But if you can prospect to know and make sure that you are only spending your time on the most qualified customers who need what you have right now, then you will be spending your time efficiently. Number 2, the second step is prep for tomorrow before you leave today. So as you're in the job and you're getting ready to leave for the day, the best thing you can do is prepare what you're going to do for the next day so that your mind is clear and ready when you come into the office to hit the ground running. Especially if you are targeting the C-suite, they do really well with morning calls. So get yourself ready before you leave the office or your desk for tomorrow, today. Number 3, my next best tip is to use blocked schedules. So the way the human brain works, we like to do the same thing over and over and over again. This is why the assembly line worked so well when Ford invented it in the automobile industry, and it works for today's seller also. So block your schedule to say, I'm going to do 1 hour of prospecting research. I'm going to do 1 hour of calls. I'm going to do 1 hour of follow-up, 1 hour of proposals and contracts. And when you get your brain into that sort of muscle memory, you aren't wasting time throughout your day, and you can be more productive with all of your approaches. My number 4 tip is to really use your sales technology. So a CRM system is a salesperson's best friend and not a mortal enemy. A lot of salespeople feel like when they have a CRM, it's something that gives back to management and not to themselves. And I am here to tell you, the best, most efficient sellers really use their sales technology well. So get inside of it, embrace it, use it to tell you things. So some of the tips that I like best are, if you're using Salesforce, for example, use your list view as your to-do list. Get inside of there, make it work for you. And it can give you key signals to say, we know that these are our best approaches. These are our best customers. Here's where we've been the most effective. And once you start to use that sales technology as your friend, you'll see it will really ramp up your overall sales activity so that you can understand exactly where to run. And my 5th tip, and this is one that most salespeople do not explore and cannot play around in because they don't know that they can be empowered to do this. But the 5th one is take ownership to improve your sales tech stack. So for people like me who come from a sales operations background, we're constantly looking for things to make our sellers better at what they're doing. And a lot of times that's through our own dedicated research. Some people have carried a bag who are in sales operations and some haven't. But the salesperson who really takes ownership of their sales tech and says, hey, listen, here's exactly how I want to prospect. Here's exactly what I want my CRM to be associated with. Your sales tech stack will become so much more powerful if you as the seller take ownership of that and start to ask the people who are supporting you for the things that you need, whether that's contract automation software, whether that's net promoter software, or it's survey software. Once you've got a little bit of ownership in your sales technology and start to push for the things that you know will make you more efficient and effective at your job, you are going to be so much more productive. So those are my top 5 tips. And I feel like any seller who applies those will become more productive and they will have such a good 2019 sales approach.
Wow, thank you so much, Shannon. Those were very crisp and insightful. I'm sure our audience would have felt likewise. So let me sum up the 5 takeaways from our session with Shannon here today. Number 1, prospect to know quickly. Number 2, prepare from tomorrow before you leave today. Number 3, use block schedules or calendar. Number 4, use your sales technology to the fullest. Number 5, take ownership to improve your sales tech stack. Yeah. Now, a final question to you, Shannon. Did you have an opportunity to participate in any of our surveys?
I did have the opportunity to participate in your survey, and it was actually fun. I really enjoyed it. So first, I will say the user interface was just enjoyable. I think a lot of us get stuck inside of user interfaces that we don't even realize aren't modern and don't feel good to us. Because even though we're in business, we're still consumers at heart. We're still humans. And we get so used to the way that things work in our everyday life, like text messaging, for example. When I have a text message conversation with somebody who's a friend, I feel good when I leave it. I feel like I've interacted with them. And that's exactly what your survey felt like to me. It felt like I was interacting with a friend. So it did not feel invasive. It felt welcomed. And that was a really cool experience for me.
That's so nice to hear. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you for your time and for sharing your insights. And we shall see you again in the next SparrowCast. Until then, fly along with us.